Good morning, I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, and you're listening to Earthcast, SOS.com. The Great Barrier Reef, one of Earth's 7 natural wonders, is in dire shape. No! The latest El Nino is causing the longest global coral bleaching event ever recorded. 1997-98 was the last epic coral bleaching event on the Great Barrier Reef, and my colleagues are bracing for an even more deadly event this time round on Australia's breathtaking reef. The Washington Post went so far as titling their last article, "Here's why you may want to visit the Great Barrier Reef sooner rather than later, because the reef is dying quickly." You see, corals depend upon algae in a splendid symbiotic relationship. The corals draw their energy, nitrogen and phosphorus, from the algae, and the algae use the corals as their physical home. When ocean temperatures get too warm, the corals expel the algae, die, and turn a ghastly color of white, hence the term bleaching. Parts of the Great Barrier Reef that are in the World Heritage Site are already experiencing horrendous bleaching. Near Cairns in tropical Queensland, 80% of the corals around Lizard Island have bleached, and the remainder of March is forecasted by the Australian Bureau of Meteorology to be hot, which my colleagues are predicting will make this bleaching event on the Great Barrier Reef its worst ever. No! Already 50% of the Great Barrier Reef is dead, or approximately half the size of the country of Italy. If that isn't heartbreaking enough, Australia's Environment Minister, Greg Hunt, was voted as the best Environment Minister in the world by the Arabian sheiks, who recently honored him for his commitment to fossil fuels. Oh, Hunt greenlighted the expansion of Abbott Point in Queensland in December to accommodate a new coal mine, the Adani Carmichael mine, which will increase Abbott Point to be the largest coal port on the globe. And by the way, those boats, those super coal tankers, well, they roll to and fro across the Great Barrier Reef, and the noise alone from the propellers is destructive for all life. It's absolutely confounding what's taking place on our planet at this time, when each month it would appear that we're recording new deadly extremes. The month of February, for instance, saw the Arctic ice at an all-time low coverage. We're missing the equivalent area of Texas and Montana combined, or 448,000 square miles. Also, last month in the Northern Hemisphere, we reached, for a moment in time, a 2 degree mark. OMG! And we're also in the midst of the longest coral bleaching event. In the Southern Hemisphere in February, Tropical Cyclone Winston was the deadliest, and its winds were the highest ever recorded. It packed a punch, the equivalent of 15 simultaneous Hurricane Katrinas, decimating Fiji. On top of all this, we're witnessing ancient forests dying on all continents. We're missing 40% of the oceanic oxygen-bearing phytoplankton, and China Petroleum is buying a third of Ecuador's Amazon rainforests, or 7.4 million acres, to wreck them and search for more deadly, climate-altering fossil fuels. And the Paris Agreement that attempted to bring the world some clarity on this situation from burning fossil fuels, it seems that we're seeing more coal and oil and gas and methane. Methane is so bad in America that we can now see flares from the North Dakota fields from space, and they're getting green lighted. And also, let's not forget BP's oil and gas platform that's being built in the Australia's Great Australian Bight in South Australia. These are very confounding times. Each of us must do our very best to protest. 350.org, follow them. South Australia Wilderness Society and their campaign to protect the Great Australian Bight. Follow them, support Sea Shepherd Australia, because they're 110% behind saving the Bight. And others are standing up around the globe to say no to oil, gas, and coal development. More and more people are resisting, because Earth, ladies and gentlemen, has a fever. And the only way to get our fever down is by keeping oil, gas, and coal in the ground. Hashtag save nature now. Hashtag love nature. Hashtag love is the solution. Earthcast SOS depends upon you, the listeners. So come on to drreese.com, Reese, REESE.com, and make it happen by clicking on the donate button, or pick yourself up any number of splendid books on bees, trees, seas, or wild weather. Just do it, drreese.com. I'm Earth Doctor Reese Halter, reminding you to protect our planet.